Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM session and AM silver bullet for Monday, April 15th. So I'm going to show you a trade I took during the AM session, 8:30 AM to 10 AM. And then I'm going to show you candle by candle the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, the silver bullet hour, the trade that was during that time. Now, you can get all of my indicators for just $29 a month. If you just go to ICTKraken.com, you can get all the details. And any future indicator that I come out with for the public, that I release to the public, you get for free as well with that $29 a month. It's one price for you get all my bundle of indicators. It's a great deal. So let's get started today on this trade here in the morning. So we had AM session, 8:30. I pulled the session liquidity using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro here, and we have AM session from yesterday, from the previous day. We had London low still open, and then we had the Asia low here open. Okay, so those are your liquidity pools that are still here, still available to us. So what I saw here was basically a turtle soup, right? We came in, took out the AM buy side liquidity, and then we also turtle souped this high here. So obviously for me, then I'm looking for see if we're going to reverse. I look down here at the Kraken correlation and see if we have any divergences, and we do. We have regular bearish divergence. Why do I say that? Well, I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to use the crosshairs here. Is this peak higher than this peak? Yes or no? Okay, yes. So it's going down, right? Okay, so let's move this down. Is this bodies here higher or lower than these bodies here? This is going up, right? So this is going up and this is going down. That's the Kraken correlation, right? That's divergence right here. So we want to go. That's tipping its hand, saying, "Hey, there could be a potential reversal coming." Very similar to SMT, right? So what am I looking for here? When this candle here, I'm going to go back to the pointer. When this candle here was a very bearish candle, a volume profile. That's why it's red. That's what's showing it here. Lots of volume coming in. And we do know that these tend to come back and get traded in the middle of. Well, this candle here, when that broke through this low here, that created a breaker. You got a high, a low, a higher high, break through. There's a displacement candle, comes back up. You can trade it and take a trade, right? Now, that's the typical way a lot of people will take a trade like right here, and you can do that 100%. That is how we like to trade. However, if you're really quick with your pressing of the buttons, you could actually have taken a trade right here, which is what I did. This is the trade that I took on one of my Top Step accounts. Okay, I took this trade. As soon as this candle closed below, I put a limit order right here at this breaker. Right, it came up, tapped it, and my target was this low here. Okay, low hanging fruit. That was it was quick 2-to-1 trade. Don't really like trading at 9:30, but that's the trade that I saw that had a lot of confidence in it, and I was like, I'll risk 20 handles for to hit this low hanging fruit. That's why I didn't aim for this one, because I figured that with the big range candle, this could be like the Judas swing. It could come back up, so I didn't know how it was going to react. So I just wanted to do a quick 2-to-1 trade. That's what I took this morning. Okay, so now, since we know that it can retrace, and we do know that these high volume candles do like to be traded back into, about 50%, let's put on our fib, and where do we come back up to? Hey, here's optimal trade entry. Did I take a trade here? No. I was waiting for silver bullet hour. Okay, so let's go candle by candle here for the silver bullet hour, and let's see how it reacts. Okay, so what do you see there? I'm going to blow it up a little bit more here. So you can see this. You see what you see this here. You see another turtle soup here? Right here. So I'm marking that to see how this reacts. Yet the candle bodies in the breaker can't the wick go on past it, but the body's still respecting it. So I'm watching to see what happens here. I know we just took this swing high. They took the swing high. We could continue higher. I don't know. This is a full fair value gap right here. This right here that I'm not highlighting. Okay. So I don't know. I want to see how this reacts right here. I need to see it come back down to see if we're going to respect optimal trade entry. So I want to see how this plays out. I already took one good trade. I'm not giving back my profits. I'm not doing that. Okay, so the doji tells me undecided, not really a huge fan. Okay, I like that. But now we're in this fair value gap. How are we going to respond to that? Right? You can't just say, hey, hey, buy now. We're coming back down. Or I'm sorry, sell now. You can't do that. Well, you have contradictory fair value gaps right here. How is it going to respond? Don't let FOMO get you in a trade sooner than when you can confirm it. Okay? So let's continue here. Let's see what happens. Okay, really liking that. Really liking that. Okay. So you do have a breaker here. Okay. I know it's not a candle close, but that's what I'm looking at. I'm waiting for this to become the breaker, and I would buy. Okay. So I'm marking this on here saying, hey, if this breaks through, this could be a breaker, and I could buy just like I did over here. So it's not a breaker yet. I'm not buying the button yet. Still didn't buy there. I'm sorry, sell there. Okay, that's what I'm selling. Where I'm actually getting in is right here with a 20-point stop. Now, let's go with, okay, so we can go with London as our first one, which is 50 points. Asia is our second one, right? So I'm going to go with Asia as this one. And we're gonna sell two. I'm gonna show you what it's like to sell two. Okay, so I'll take one off. I wonder if you can do this. I don't think you can take. Okay, we're gonna put one here, and then we're gonna take one off manually at the London. Okay, so we're gonna buy one at London. Try to do it as soon as we can. I can't do a partial here with this, but I want to show you how it works. Okay, so when it comes back up, and it did that, it crashed through. That's where we got in, right there. She would have been right here. That's why I got in right there. Oh, London. Didn't hit London yet. Now it hit London. So I'm going to buy one there, because that's where London would have been tagged. Okay. So now we're done. And now when I take one off, I'm using this. I'm going break even plus one. Right? So I'm in there. And there you go. We're done. Now, tell me, with two contracts, $2,900, are you risking any more on anything else trying to continue on? Of course not. I'm not. I know that this is going up. Let's see where this went to. Put on this high to this high. Let's see where. See, it's going right up to 50%. Right there. Let's see if it continues up. Went to premium. I got to have a pullback. Just consolidating. Okay, there you go. Take this off. I have too many letters, numbers up here. Okay, let's review here what we did. All right, so before the 10 o'clock silver bullet hour, we saw that we took out the AM buy side liquidity. We had regular bearish divergence. We had a breaker block, 930 open, displaced down. We took a trade at the breaker for a quick 40 points, aiming for this low, right? knowing that sometimes it could be a Judas, so we don't really want to, bank on trading it all the way down. You know that there's high probability that there could be a pullback here to this volume candle, which is exactly what happened here. So we got the low-hanging fruit, got our 20 points, and we're looking to see what happens. Wanted to trade a silver bullet trade. So price kind of came back up, crawled back up, hit the breaker. You could enter again at the breaker. We saw a turtle soup entry, had another breaker form. We were in optimal trade entry, wanted to see how we reacted from it. We could have entered there if you wanted to. I didn't. And then you could have waited for the breaker, which we did. It got in. And then you could have aimed for London, which was 50 points, or Asia, which was 100 points. What we did here was I took 2 trades, and we took a partial off at London and a partial, and well, then the rest of the TP at Asia. And that was your silver bullet trade and your AM session trade for Monday, April 15th, using the Kraken suite of indicators.